Ooh, it's tired. Tired. Hey, sweetie fam, welcome back. I am favorite patron Denise, produced by Zenny Productions, and your favorite plus style stylist is back with another dump. But before we get into it, hold down to the subscribe button, click the bell so you can be notified. I drop a video every Tuesday and Thursday at 4 p.m. On this channel, I create fashion, family, and lifestyle content because this is the place to be for all of that, and that's on period. It is my March dump. I mean, it's April 2023. I've been doing these dumps every month, and these dumps actually do pretty well on my channel. So, we're going to get into it. That's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to get into it. So, I'm in the man cave, y'all. I'm out here working, getting my walk in. I got about 15 more minutes, so I should be able to get what I need to say out in 15 minutes. First and foremost, I celebrated my anniversary with my husband March 5th. We started dating March 5th, 2009. We got married March 5th, 2013. We celebrated 14 years of love, 10 years of marriage. We went to this restaurant called the Black Dog. It is a barbecue spot. We went there last year, and it is finger licking good. Okay, I really just wanted to go somewhere. Like, I'm really on vibe time right now. Like, the last few years, I've really been on vibes. Like, I want to have a good time. We don't got to spend a whole bunch of money. Like, I love taking trips to an extent, but it's a lot of work that goes into taking trips. I'm just going to be honest with you. When it comes to anniversaries and birthdays, I prefer not to do those things because I really just want to vibe, because life is so short. And so for my anniversary, I wanted that same vibe. And my husband asked me, what you want to do? Because I'm the talker. He is the listener, but it was our anniversary, so we definitely was just in tune. In December, we talked about just being more in tune for the next 6 months. And I'm going to be honest, the first 2 months was very much rocky on that. It was just like, it was just going against us, what we had going on. We weren't really in tune. It happens when you're married. However, we just was like, okay, we really need to just really do what we said we're gonna do. Really get into them in the household with each other, without the kids, because eventually they're gonna grow up and go about their ways. So we had a great dinner. After that, we went to Target because I was doing some reorganizing of some things. I got some things from there. My mom sent us some money, which she does every year for our anniversary and for my husband's birthday. So for like lunch or whatever we want to do. So we just really ended up having a good time. It was actually a very full weekend. Another one of our cousins, it was their child's birthday. My oldest daughter had like this she's part of like this engineering club thingy group at the university. So she had to go to her 3D printing class. And then it was just a full weekend. That's just that, okay? Very enjoyable weekend. And as I told you before, I love to travel, but I prefer not to travel during those times. That's just me personally. Me and my husband's time to really connect is the summertime. And you're like, why the summertime? Because my son, he kind of does his own thing because he's so much older. He's, a teenager, so he's coming to going as he's pleased for the most part, because he works and things like that. And the girls will go to Nashville with my mom, so it'll be time for me and my husband to be locked in. Okay, so that's really our time for us. We'll be taking weekend trips. Our son is old enough, so like all that. It's my son's 17th birthday, y'all. Do I look like I got a 17-year-old? Right, exactly. I don't, and do not. No, I don't look like I have a 17-year-old, but my son turned 17 on March 30th. Me and my son been through the trenches together. Here's the thing about us being through the trenches together. Those trenches happened all before the age of 5. He don't remember the homelessness, the hungriness, more on my behalf, because I always make sure he had. The having to make moves late at night, like 10:30, 11 o'clock, 12 at night, when I was finishing up projects for school. Me staying up all night, getting him to school, he don't remember none of that. And the reason why, because I asked him, like, do you remember, such and he like, nah, I don't remember none of that. And I'm like, are you sure? He was like, no, I'm serious. I don't remember none of that. He remember the times we went to Chuck E. Cheese, we would go to Subway, where he, like, you know, played on his iPad, played with his toys while I did homework. Like, he remember those things. He don't remember the bad stuff, which I'm thankful. And having to go through those things creates a certain type of person in you. I've experienced a lot of childhood trauma in that sort of way, and having that type of lifestyle growing up, like I said, it creates a certain type of person in you. My son doesn't remember any of that. However, he still has about 15% of the effect from that, and that 15% is the hustle in him, the work ethic, you know, him you know, looking at his surroundings, peeping people's like vibes and all that stuff, because that comes with that. When you are born in a household where you got two-parent household, I'm gonna be honest, you're smothered, and I don't mean this in a bad way, with love and affection for the most part. If you got two good parents, what it's like to have a mama and daddy at your, not at your every whim, but in a very organized fashion. He has that. That's the only lifestyle he remembers, but he doesn't realize he has a little bit of that, you know, rough around the edgesness, which is the hustle, the work ethic, the, you know, I gotta make it work any means possible as long as it's legal type vibe, so on and so forth. My daughters, I'm working on that with them because they've never had that. They don't, and so they can't have any residue from that hard life only through me, because they never experienced that. Terrell experienced it, but don't remember it because he was so young. He literally was a tot. Because he moved to Champaign when he was 5. Moved here, own place. I worked every day. He went to school, like, I never missed nothing, none of that. So, but he also had a dad too, so y'all know the vibe. So I'm definitely happy to have an amazing 17-year-old son. You know, I've talked to other people that got teenagers, and they're not in shambles, but it's always, girl, not my teenagers, you know, they love them to death, but it's the teenagers are doing something. You know, they want to be popular, they want to be social media popping, they want to be, you know, running with the wrong crowd, the crowd that parents not involved, and parents think that they focus on their life, not them. So I don't have that. So shout out to my son for just handling his business. Now, I'm not going to say everything has been peachy keen. What I will say is that the few obstacles we've had with him as a teenager, we have built from that. We worked on that. We got therapy. We communicate, because that's what he's supposed to do. Or at least that's how I feel. Leaving tickety tock tock tock. Leaving that clock app. I decided to leave TikTok for many different reasons. Number one is, starting in September of 2022, I saw a significant decrease of my content, like not being pushed. My engagement is low, views not many views, which clearly shows that the algorithm changed, and they're not pushing my content to the people who originally were seeing my content, not even to my actual followers, right? So at this point, I'm still creating really good content, and now we're 8 months later. This is April. And I just was like, you know, I can't allow this to stop me from creating content from all platforms. So I let it go. And it has nothing to do with the portion of like TikTok possibly being banned, right? Exercise ring closed. But if that happens, fine. But this ain't got nothing to do with that. This happened months before, right? So not sure if I'm gonna go back at all. I'm really focusing on YouTube Shorts. I'm actually focusing back on Instagram because I took a hiatus from that as well, because the same thing was happening. I'm seeing people post similar content as me, right? Using similar hashtags, if not the same ones, and their stuff is, they're getting views, woo. And so that's how I know. I'm like, okay, let me take a step back. This is not finna stress me out. And I took like a 5 to 6 month hiatus from Instagram, and will barely even be on there to scroll. The thing is, I actually like TikTok, so I have the urge to like scroll and all this other stuff, but I'm good. I can't charge companies what I want to charge them when I'm only getting 200 views for a great video. So if I go back, I don't know how long I'm gonna be gone. Not sure if I'm even going to go back anytime soon. So If you follow me on other platforms, you can follow me on Facebook, because I actually post different things on each platform. YouTube doesn't shorten your blessings. They're gonna push your content out. So YouTube, I'm posting as much as I possibly can on YouTube, because that's the platform that not only does it pay you, but it reaches so many more people. So probably what I should have been doing before, but everything happens for a reason. My studio and closet transferred to my glam room and mini office. That was a whole big deal. So as I told you, my anniversary, went to Target and I got some things to reorganize. I went to Target and got some shelves to help make my studio into a glam room. And that was the part that was missing. Last year I did a lot of the furniture. I did a vanity, I did an armoire, I did a L-shaped desk. I did I got new high, heavy duty garment racks. I did all these things. So then this year I could just really work on the aesthetic and what that meant to me. So I'm gonna put that video here so y'all can go and watch how I transferred. It's a 5-part series, how I transformed my studio, where it was kind of like 1/3 office, 2/3 like, get ready with me, and then my closet was a closet, right? To now the entire room is a glam room. You got shelving for your accessories. All your garment racks, all my garment racks are out. I can just move them and decide on what I want. My shoes are, y'all see my shoe case or display area. And then in my closet now, which we know my closet is my office. My desk is in there. I got lighting. I was able to put like my seasonal shoes in there, because you don't need to wear your boots all year. I have a shelf and a dress in there, because the only person that's really ever in there is myself. But I'm really loving it, y'all. Okay? Loving it. I really love the vibe. I feel like I can get so much work done. I also feel like it's an office. One thing I wish I would have done was painted the walls before. But I got decor on the wall still, all that. It looks really good, and I'm really happy. And tell me what y'all think about it, because I'm really happy with the way it came out. This is my March dump. March had a lot of highs, but a lot of lows, and I didn't like that. I went into April with my head held high and my chest out and my nose in the air. Because ain't nobody stopping me now. Oh no, I got to keep on moving. Bow, bow, bow. And that's on period, y'all. I'm Patra.pearson Denise, and y'all be sweet. Smooches.